More and more Republican-led states are turning to school choice, with Alabama becoming the latest state to pass it into law. And now the battle is brewing in Tennessee, where the governor is trying to pass a major vouchers bill for families across the state. Our next guest is fighting for that law in Tennessee and is now on a mission to make sure more students are afforded the same opportunity that he had when he was a child. Let's bring in Walter Blanks Jr., school choice advocate and spokesman for the American Federation for Children. Walter, good to spend time with you. In addition to what's going on there in Tennessee and Alabama, as we said, Texas just voted out a number of lawmakers. They happen to be Republicans because they were opposed to school choice. Why do you think this issue is gaining momentum?
Well, you're absolutely right, John. I mean, what's going on and what happened in Texas was an absolute thunderclap for parents and families. And 77% of the incumbents that AFC affiliates targeted who opposed school choice either lost their seats or went to runoffs. And 5 of them didn't even run for re-election. And so it's very, very clear that parents and families across the country want other options. They want more. And they're voting with their feet, and they're remembering that once voting time comes. And so, of course, as always, as I like to say, it's been a school choice wave, and we're continuing to ride that wave across the country. So you testified, as we mentioned, in support of the bill there in Tennessee. But when you did, one state representative, Antonio Parkinson, suggested that you were being used as a pawn by school choice advocates. Let's listen to what he said here.
It's always predictable to me that they are going to find someone that looks like me to speak on their behalf. And I'm not saying that to ridicule you. I just say that to be cautious.
Representative Parkinson, I think that's a little bit out of line.
Am I able to respond,
I'll
Mr.
dial it
Chairman?
back. I'll dial it back. And let me apologize to you publicly. So maybe I was out of line.
You know, it's interesting that so many times when an African-American who is bucking liberal doctrine comes out there and says it publicly, other folks say, oh, you're just being used as a pawn. What do you say to that?
Well, I lived this firsthand. School choice was my lifeline. It literally saved me and got me out of a really rough environment. And I watched my parents struggle financially to put me in a better place. And if it weren't for school choice, there would be no telling where I'd be. The principal at the public school I was attending told my mom, if you just give us 5 years, we'll have the middle school turned around and the high school turned around. And my mom said, in 5 years, Walter will either be in jail or in a body bag. And now I'm about 9 days out from being a proud father to a young son. And I want him to have the same opportunities that I did, in addition to every child in Tennessee having access to the best educational environment that works for them. So, of course, this issue is personal for me, and I'm not going anywhere until we pass it here in Tennessee.
Well, congratulations on your pending fatherhood. We wish you and your wife the best. However, on that point, you said that school choice saved your life. Representative Gloria Johnson claimed the school that you went to had worse outcomes than the school that you were zoned for. And then she added this, posting on X, my apologies to the, quote, witness. He doesn't work for Americans for Prosperity, which she originally tweeted you worked for. He works for Betsy DeVos's outfit, American Federation for Children. Even worse, you fired right back at her saying this. This is interesting. Gloria Johnson has Black Lives Matter in her bio, but when a black life comes to speak on his experience, she can't even call him by his name. I guess she's only concerned with the black lives that agree with her. And then you added, by the way, you're still 1 for 3 on the facts from your original post. Again, I mean, that's just like Representative Parkinson there.
Yeah, and it's absolutely not true. In my testimony, I didn't say where I came from or what school I attended, but the private school that I attended consistently outperforms the schools, the public schools in the area. And for Parkinson, look, the schools in Memphis right now, 10% proficiency in math, 15% proficiency in reading. You would think him of all people would be willing to try something new for the students in his district and his city. But like I said, whether they join the school choice wave or not, we're going to get it done in Tennessee, and I'm going to be on the front lines of it.
All right, we'll keep watching the argument there. Appreciate it, Walter Blanks Jr. Good to have you on. Thank you for coming with us.
Thank you for having me.